Oh, I'll always love you. When will I get to see you like mom's apple pie? Girl, you're so sweet. Like mom's apple pie. Girl, you're so sweet. When I see you in the street, just pass me by. I know you are tired, working 9 to 5. What kind of relationship do we have? Like mom's apple pie. It's so sweet, sweet, sweet. I don't know about that. That Tyrone Davis. Oh, darling, so lonely without you, and I can't help myself. Tell you, Tyrone Davis was man, blues legend. Of course, right up there with my man Johnny Taylor. But if I had a chance to start all over, leave will be the last thing on my mind. If I could turn back the hands of time, oh baby, I love you, I love you. Oh darling, man. See, that's kind of stuff that makes me want to pull out the barbecue grill and the beers on ice. Of course, got to get down with your favorite brown and just play blues. Don't talk about the blues that come out of Memphis, my hometown. The only time you hear blues sounding any better is when you go to somewhere like Greenwood, Mississippi. The same thing with barbecue as well. Because if you live anywhere other than Memphis, talking about you have some good barbecue, man, just stop playing, will you? Anyway, it's me doing my morning stroll. I messed around. I'm strolling right now because I messed around and let the sun beat me out. I get up a little later this morning. And so now I'm just going to stroll. I'm not going to jog in this. Well, I'm going to need EMT paramedics to scoop me up one of these damn streets. However, my topic is kind of a serious one, but just something was going through my mind since, I guess, kind of like yesterday a little bit. Um, I've seen videos, particular videos on social media. I run them by. It's called like the dangerous behavior of going Instagram live and the trauma that it causes or can cause. And you know, before I get started with that, just to remind you, if you haven't already, you can always mess with me on my short story. It's 40 pages of me talking about when I met my dad for the first time at 39 years old, but I accidentally found out about him at 22 years old. And when at 39 on December 25th, 2008, I knocked on his door, rang his doorbell rather, and he came out and said, "Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up?" And his question to me was, "So how'd you find me?" I was like, "Hey, Google Maps, MapQuest, during that time." And he said, "Well, I have to give you an A for effort because I've worked aggressively over the years to prevent you from ever finding me." And so the story goes on. It's actually pretty, it's emotional field, it's twists and turns, and just straight up just me telling it the way it all happened. So if you'd like to get a copy of that, it's called "The Greatest Pain Ever Felt." My conversation with my absent biological father, who never wanted to be found, or was it dared to be found? We was one of those. And it's only $10 cash app. You go $ Rico the Opinionist or PayPal. And if you decide to cash app or PayPal, please send an email address because I only have it in PDF. It's a PDF form, so I can email it to you immediately. And please, should you decide to purchase it, and then you get a chance to read it, I'd like to hear your feedback. I'm just like this, so because I just want to know what you think, and one who believes that this topic of fatherlessness is a serious topic. It's happened to even the best of us. It happens, and its impact on people's development and all of that stuff. So one of the things I talk about even as a social worker, importance of having both parents and and the difference it makes when you have both energies in the house, masculine and feminine, and also having your actual dad there. Uh, you know, of course we had mentors and their stepdads and all that stuff, but it's something almost unnatural about not having your biological mother, your biological father. It's just, I know people come up with all these wonderful greeting cards. Family is not just blood. Family is those who love around you. Blah blah blah. Uh, they sell a lot of cards and make people feel better about being placed in what I call an unnatural position. An unnatural position. And I'm going for those of you who understand God and nature are one and the same. It's not a religion. It's a reality. Come on, somebody. God damn. Whew, let me pause on that. He's not a religion. It's a reality. So that's what I did with nature. I don't deal with religion because you can remix and do all kinds of things. But one thing about nature, it is what it is. There's no remix in nature. And it almost sounds unnatural for a child to be separated and you fill in the blanks from his or her mother, father. But these days we seem to glorify it and just think nothing of it when a son or a child, period, but I'm talking about black boys, are separated from their father for whatever reason. I just think it's unnatural for people to purposely deliver children without a father, or at least, no. And I'm talking about in the house, because let's go to the religious part for a second. I think they set up even in your Bible or your Quran or whatever your belief is, your Hadith, your Torah. It always talks about man, woman, and child. Now the marriage thing can be debatable, but marriage seems to be what binds legitimate relationships these days. So you're in the household, and your father's actually actively participating in raising the children. It's just something that's supposed to be. But no. And I'm not saying that that's the reality because we got all kinds of situations now. Turn to Big Man, what's up, bro? And anyway, and I'm an advocate for guys being with their children. It's just something special about that. You have to be there. And this part-time shit and having children by multiple women and you having multiple baby daddies, that's so unnatural. It's out of order. And that kind of out of order, and it's of course brought on through the plantation behavior that we never sought counseling for. We think is all right. And now when we got to the whole people are being actually paid to get fathers out of their lives, see that is added to the sickness. So yeah, I'll keep talking about that. Get your boy book too. And I don't care who gets mad about it, because one thing about it, you can't talk me out of what's the natural order thing. Now, people can argue the Bible and religion all day long, but what you can't argue is nature. Then you can make it situational however you want to do it. But even if you followed your religious beliefs, I don't have a problem with people screwing, because I enjoy it. I enjoy it, but I also I've always been cognizant of the reality that in my mind, I said, well, I like her for sex, but I don't want to have a kid by this lady. No, I like a lot of women for sex, but that doesn't mean I want to have kids with them. And so I try to make sure, I've always made sure that it's just a sexual experience and not a reproductive experience. Oh, God damn, he did it again. Y'all gonna mess around. I'm gonna give me a pulpit and just stand on the corner. Let y'all just hear this God spell. But anyway, and it is possible. This is not 1821, it's 2021. How come people just can't have a sexual experience without reproduction occurring? It's crazy. Because it's easy to say, well, when you have sex, you'd expect a kid to be made. That's not true. That's for women who got baby daddies. They say that stupid shit. And that's stuff for old Negro preachers and old women, those in their 30s who never ever found nobody to keep them. Well, if you lay down, you expect a baby to be made. This is not 1721, it's 2021. Women have over 20 forms of birth control. And guys, now you have options. Anal, oral, condom, anal, oral. And I know y'all can keep trying that pull-out method all you want to. But It's worked for some. It worked for me. I did pull out in condoms. Now in my age group, I just try to, you have the women that have sex with, try to keep them in their mid to late 40s and beyond. Make sure that menopause is hit. I'm good. Now, it doesn't protect anybody from STDs and all that stuff. But, if you're going under 35, you be careful. And because we have people they have plenty of war stories by impregnating the wrong woman. So Rico, what is the wrong woman? The woman is not your wife. That's the wrong woman, fool. According to your religious beliefs and the natural order things. She's not your wife. Why are you impregnated, fool? And in the 21st, 20th, 19th, and 20th and 21st century, why are you impregnating chicks? And you knowing these laws, like we're gonna kick you in your ass. As Kwame Brown say, kick your drawers up your ass. Shout out to Kwame Brown. And if y'all been checking out his videos, he's been going through a little baby mama woes, issues he had when he was a senior in high school. And we always talking about girls and pregnancy when you talk to these young men about pregnancy. Because when you get any one of these chicks pregnant, you fooling around at prom or, you 16 in high school or 14, you out here just doing something. And that shit can ruin the rest of your life. Because first thing she's going to do as a teenager, as a college age girl, is to go straight to the state. You know how we used to, if you're over 40, over 45 rather. Over 45. You remember how we used to collect cans and bottles? The Coke bottles and the Pepsi bottles were the best. You took those back and you could redeem it or trade it in for money. Well, that's young men's sperm today. Because all they want from you guys is your sperm. And they can take it to the state and redeem it like we used to do bottles and get money off of it. How come we're not teaching our young men that? And you got these silly ass beta male simp fools. Man, would you try to say, tell the dude don't get no pussy? All right, okay. You better learn to put the law with your penis and see how it goes against it. Better find alternative ways. Like I said, anal, oral, condom. And then this talk of this male condom, this male contraceptive. First I was saying like, no, I'll try that shit because it's got chemicals. But you know what? You know who would really be upset if they actually made a foolproof and effective male birth control? The women be pissed. Cause guess what? She thinking, well, he gonna have raw sex with me. Guess what? He can't get me pregnant, so I can't make no money off of him. So we gonna really see who loves who. Cause right now, guys don't understand it. We live in the 21st century, almost automated or robotic. And hell, the people are automated and robotic now in their feelings. Not too many people are human beings. Don't have all that love like we used to as a kid. I was talking to my good friend Janet yesterday. And I said, that love that teenagers had back in the day. That, they didn't have shit, they didn't have anything, but they had this strong passion, this ride or die. I said, man, I would love to have that kind of love, affection at 52. But shit, without trying a lot of these women reach 30, if they live one of them hard lives, there's no love in them. They don't have that kind of ability to love that unless it's something that's forbidden, like a street thug or a hooligan or a shyster or a quote player. And I don't knock nobody's hustle. I'm just telling you what the trend is when it comes to women. Not all, but too many. So good guys, they finished last back, but at least in the 80s and 90s, good guys stood a larger chance because the women had not been sullen and may just turned off by way of the music and the images and these politics, gender politics. Now, I don't think women, especially when they get over 30, they're not capable of being in love because during that time, it's talking about, shit, I was even take care of me. It's stability, it's strategic stability that they're looking for. And so, fellas, I know you said she's 38, never been married, but man, there's a reason certain things are done when you're young. Because when they're young like that, back in the day, 80s and 90s, when they really dug you, they dug you. And you didn't have shit. They didn't have nothing, but you had that powerful attraction and that love thing that almost brought tears to your eyes. That stuff is almost just damn near gone, especially when you get older. Because we go through so many things. People go through divorces and People go through all kinds of stuff, and by the time you meet these chicks in their 30s and 40s, you're talking about marrying these broads. Good luck, guys. They're not very loving. Uh, but you can, I guess when we get older, and let's say if I'm 52 and I meet a 48-year-old woman, I won't expect no really sweetness and all that, because she's, but just as we say when we get older, can we get along with each other? That's what it boils down to. Can we get along? Not that hot passion anymore. It's just not like that. It's just, even at 52, I want that hot like fire passion. Sweetness, but the passion, But when they get over 35, a lot of them, hell, some of them, there's some hard 28s to 32s out here. They babies really live, because they try to live like guys. They rode that car carousel for so long. Yeah, and that's another thing when these feminists get to talking about stop policing women's bodies, and men can go around and sleep with as many women if they want to. They're called players and heroes, but a woman sleeps around, she's called sluts and whores. That's right, because the natural order thing, you're supposed to be damn near not only pure in your body, but pure in your mind. When a young woman is out there sexually promiscuous, spiritually, it takes away from her femininity. But see, if you understood God and nature, I would be actually preaching to the choir. But a lot of us don't teach our daughters this. Yeah, sons can go out there and be whores, because our sons and grown people like me, we can go out here and be as promiscuous as we want to, but there's some consequences there. One thing about it, a man at any age, 15 to 25 to 35 to 45 to 55, when he loves a woman, he loves her. There's something so we have to almost work up to. But women, you can't be no little slut all the way through high school, then a tramp all the way through college, and then a floozy right after you get your degree. And then at 34 years old, I'm looking for God to bring me a man. You don't have any love. You don't expect me. Because you've already had them in a way that you've seen them every which way but loose. So you don't respect men. It's not in your spirit. Yeah, you might like them sexually, but you don't respect them as men. And that's one of the downfalls of women who are sluts and tramps. And I'm not knocking them, because I thank the Creator. When I was in college, and even when I got out of college, for the easy riders, I appreciate that. Who in the hell wants something difficult on a Friday and a Saturday night after 9 p.m.? I don't know who does that. Who thinks that's cool? You meet somebody on a Friday night, you're at the club or the bar, and the music is going, and the liquor is flowing. You want to meet somebody who will talk about you with some shit that happened on Meet the Press? Hell no. We're trying to press the flesh. Come on, somebody. Ooh. And so, I live in a particular reality. The reality. And so, and you older ladies over 35, y'all teach these young women. You can't be a whore and expecting to be made wholesome when you get to your 30s and 40s. That's not how it works, because you still got so many bad skeletons and memories and things you're trying to suppress. I hope that nobody ever find out. It's almost like doing porno from 18 years old to 32 years old. And you expect that spirit to leave your body. And all those penises to leave your body, and all the ways in which you've been had, almost like in a sinful, ungodly way. Come on, somebody. And then you expect,